Have you ever felt so deeply connected to someone that without them, a part of you feels incomplete? Like there's this empty space, a quiet ache, reminding you of their absence?
When I'm lost, you bring me light. Hold me close, even out of sight. You're the thread that makes me whole. Piece by piece, you fill my soul.
Isn't it strange how a phone can be more than just a device? For many, it's a bridge to friends, memories, a sense of belonging. So, when it's lost or taken away, it can feel like losing a piece of ourselves. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, please take a moment to subscribe. Today, we're diving into something deeply personal, self-objects. These aren't just things we love, they're extensions of who we are. Let me ask you, have you ever felt incomplete without someone or something? Maybe it's a cozy corner in your room, or that one person who instantly makes you feel safe. What is it about these people or things that makes them feel so irreplaceable? Psychologists have a name for this powerful bond. They call it self-objects. Picture a new parent holding their baby for the first time. Can you see the way they look at that tiny face? Even when the baby isn't in their arms, they can't stop looking at photos. In that moment, the baby has become more than just a person. They're part of that parent's very identity. That's a self-object. Or think of a young person with their phone. To some, it's more than a gadget. It's their lifeline to friends, memories, belonging. When that phone is taken away, it can feel like a part of them has been torn away. That's what self-objects do. They make us feel whole, even when they're not physically with us.
When I'm lost, you bring me light. Hold me close, even out of sight. You're the thread that makes me whole. Piece by piece, you fill my soul.
Consider your bedroom, the place you retreat to at the end of each day. Many of us feel like our room is an extension of ourselves, a place that reflects who we are. Now imagine coming home to find everything changed. It's not just a redecorated room. It feels like a part of your identity is missing. Why are these self-objects so important? Because they ground us. They're our emotional anchors, helping us feel safe and secure. Without them, we can feel adrift. And here's the thing. We don't always realize how much these self-objects mean to us until they're gone. It's only in their absence that we start to feel the space they filled, the comfort they brought. They're not just memories, they're parts of us. So how can understanding self-objects help us? Studies show that even the healthiest among us have these connections. But for some, especially those with a more fragile sense of self, they might cling to self-objects desperately, finding it hard to function without them. Learning to keep this balance, to connect without clinging, gives us strength. By knowing what our self-objects are, we can call on them consciously in moments of stress. Just as a child finds comfort in a parent's embrace, we too can find peace in these connections. Think of a song that got you through a tough time, or a friend who stood by you when life felt unbearable. These are more than memories. They're self-objects. They remind us we're part of something bigger, woven from people, places, and memories that complete us.
When I'm lost, you bring me light. Hold me close, even out of sight. You're the thread that makes me whole. Piece by piece, you fill my soul.
So, can knowledge of self-objects help you develop a healthier, more resilient self? Yes, absolutely. Knowing about your self-objects, the things that anchor you emotionally, allows you to appreciate and nurture these connections without needing to cling to them too tightly. Let's meet our dear friend Sarah. Hi Sarah, how are you feeling today?
I'm not sure. Everything feels different lately.
I can understand that. Let's explore that. Can you tell me about a place or person that makes you feel grounded?
Well, there's this coffee shop. It always makes me feel calm and connected.
Excellent. Now imagine this coffee shop is closed tomorrow. How would that make you feel?
I'd feel lost, I guess. Like I'm losing a part of myself.
That's a common reaction. But let's consider this. It's not the place itself that's special, but the comfort you feel there. That feeling is within you.
It's all inside me. That's actually comforting to think about.
Absolutely yes. This is the concept of self-objects. The comfort is not in the shop, it's inside you. Develop that better self. Then you won't need to cling to any self-objects, including mobile phones. Sounds interesting, right? By recognizing these self-objects, you become more resilient. You can become a better self. Do you have a self-object? A person, a place, a memory that's part of you? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you found this video helpful. Together we're exploring what makes us whole.
Even out of sight, you're the thread that makes me whole. Piece by piece, you fill my soul.